Most people in this world are naive, like I was when I entered the work world. Most people don't understand the 48 laws of power. They don't understand that you want to talk less to appear more powerful. They don't understand the dynamic of making people come to you instead of always kind of foisting yourself on others, etc. And that naivete is what gets you into a lot of trouble in life, right? It got me into a lot of trouble. Law number 1, never outshine the master. I could sit here and cry and tell you all kinds of tragic stories about how I outshone the master and how miserable it made me, right? So I was one of those people who was a bit naive and didn't understand this kind of secret language that people in power have, right? So a lot of the book is opening it up, this world, to everyone, right? It used to be only white men of a certain age and a certain social background who had access to this kind of knowledge, who could have that kind of power. And it kind of pissed me off that it was like this secret that nobody wanted to share. I wanted to open up, I wanted to end all the hypocrisy. I wanted everybody to see that this is how things operate behind closed doors, etc. So I wrote the book to kind of reveal these secrets, right? The book is really I'm not trying to instruct the sharks out there and try to make people more manipulative. I'm trying to make you less naive in your life. And that was sort of the purpose behind the book. And since that's the spirit I wrote it in, it's interesting to see that that's the spirit that most people take it in. I get a lot of emails from readers, and most of the emails are, God, you opened my eyes up to something I never really thought about. This has really changed how I look at people and look at the world. It doesn't make me paranoid. It just makes me more aware of myself and what other people are up to. So that was sort of the motivation behind the book.
It's helpful to hear, because I think that probably mirrors my experience quite a bit with the book. When you read the title, you maybe get an impression and try to figure out, what is this book actually helping me do? But then as I picked up the book and started to read it, I probably put myself in that naive camp as well. And so it felt like this is really helping me decode something that I know has been happening, but I haven't really known how to understand what's been happening. When I was digging into the laws of human nature, you bring up terms like narcissism, and those who would feel like, that's a term that's outside of me. I don't connect with that. That's not me. That's somebody else. And this idea of get over yourself. I mean, all of us are on that spectrum. All of us have this connection, this innate drive. And when you can embrace that, you can understand it. But when you hold yourself away from it, it feels like it's easy to kind of have this facade on the world, or kind of see the world like it's outside of you. Was that a big, important piece of the book?
Very much so. So the most elemental law of human nature is that we deny that we have it, right? It's always the other people. I'm not a narcissist. I'm not aggressive. I don't have a dark side. No, I'm not irrational. No, none of those things, right? So we want to deny it. But it's so insanely irrational. We all come from the same origins. We can trace it back. They've done it genetically to like one woman, the source of Homo sapiens, like hundreds of thousands of years ago. We're all cut from the same cloth. No matter our culture, no matter our gender, no matter our period in history, we all have the same genetic components. We all went through the same evolutionary process, the same brains wired in the same way. So if some people are deep, what I call deep narcissists, no doubt, and they're toxic and they're difficult. But if some people have that, how is it that other people don't have any of it? That's not possible. There must be something within all of us that would make us all prone to becoming deep narcissists. But some people, it makes them fall into that deepness. Others were able to save ourselves, right? But if aggression is something that's built into human nature, and I try and go through it, the whole history of it, right? So you're wanting to exclude yourself. So, I mean, people have posted comments on YouTube about my ranting about narcissism. They go, well, Robert, you're a snake oil salesman. That's absolutely ridiculous. I'm not a narcissist. 0.05% of people are known to be narcissists. I can bet you that the person saying that is a narcissist, right? Because the fact that you want to deny that you have this quality is a sure sign that you have it, that you're in denial, that You're trying to shine a great light on yourself. Look, I'm superior. I'm the one person in the world on this planet that doesn't have it. Man, you're a narcissist, right? That is a sure sign of it. I feel like you can detect from signs in a person's face whether they're sincere or not, or what's really going on behind the mask that they're wearing. And I wrote about that in The Laws of Human Nature. We have that ability because so much of human communication is nonverbal. It's a skill that was developed over hundreds of thousands of years by our ancestors before language is invented, reading the thoughts of other people so we could get along, before we could express things in words. We are masters at picking up those signals. You're just not paying attention, you're not learning it. But it's hard for the face to lie, right? It's even harder for the voice to lie. The voice is the last thing that you can use to lie. I know I had my Irish accent, but if somebody really saw through it, they would see kind of the bullshit that was going on. And so it's hard to train the face when you don't really feel joy. When you say you got a promotion, and I'm kind of secretly going, oh shit, Tyler's doing better than me in life, damn. Yeah, that's great, Tyler. Oh, that's wonderful. Congratulations. The kind of tightness there is just revealing that I'm, shit, he's doing better than I am, kind of thing, right? Whereas, wow, Tyler, that's fantastic. I'm really happy for you. There's a different look in the face. I just didn't do a good job right there, but there's a different look in the face, right? It's spontaneous, the face lights up. You can detect that from a million miles away, the difference. You're just not paying attention, right? The tone of voice when you're nervous and cramped and the throat kind of closes up is a sign of discomfort, of anxiety, of fear, of even panic. So somebody could be trying to say something full of bluster and confidence, but if their voice is kind of tightening up, they're feeling the opposite. The voice is very, very hard to lie. The posture, when somebody is talking to you, but their feet are pointing in a different direction, they're wanting to get away from you, right? You know, how much the eyes engage, whether they're relaxed or slouching. The sense of power and leadership is all in the body. This is insane language. And great books have been written, far greater than my own book. I just wrote a chapter on it, about this language of nonverbal behavior, right? Posture, voice, facial expression, etc. And actions. So actions are a language that you're not paying attention to. When someone is continually late for an appointment or continually late in delivering work that they're supposed to deliver, that's a sign of passive aggression. That's a sign of some kind of character flaw. And if they do it once, they'll probably do it a second time. If they do it a second time, something's going on, right? If their desk is all messy, etc., these are signs of something going on internally. Pay attention to all of these details and it will really help you in life.